Imagine a man so powerful, he can evade capture for decades, living a life of luxury while being the most wanted drug lord in Mexico. This is the story of Miguel Angel Felix Gallardo. The only photograph the feds have of Gallardo is a haunting image, cropped at the chest, showing a man with wide brown eyes that seem both hyperlive and deadened. Gallardo's mouth is a chilly line, not quite a smile, not quite a sneer, and his chin held with remarkable arrogance for someone so wanted. To the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, Gallardo is an enigma, described with rare adjectives like suave, debonair, and sophisticated. Gallardo's network is so tightly knit that he has managed to escape worldwide efforts to capture him, making him the only major player in Mexico's drug mafia still at large. The feds are more paranoid about Gallardo than any other Mexican drug trafficker, offering little information beyond his photograph. What began as a profile of Gallardo turned into a series of unguided tours through the unconnecting passageways of a bureaucratic labyrinth. Every Fed I talked to wanted to blow the lid off Gallardo and the Mexican system that allows him to flourish, but fear of jeopardizing cooperation from Mexican authorities kept them silent. Gallardo represents a last gasp in the United States war on drugs in Mexico, with fears that the situation could escalate into something like Colombia's drug crisis. Gallardo is believed to be the main mover of cocaine into Texas and the importer of a potent new brand of unrefined opium known as black tar heroin into the United States. Despite his constant movement between Veracruz, Sinaloa, and Jalisco, the feds believe his whereabouts would be easy to determine if anyone in Mexico cared to find out. The irony is that no one seems to think new indictments will do any good, with some feds believing the U.S. government doesn't want the public to know the real situation. Gallardo's influence within official Mexico may be as deep as it is unprecedented, with connections to politicos, bankers, and attorneys. His network of connections is so tightly knit that he has managed to escape, as if by evaporation, worldwide efforts to capture him. Gallardo's style is described as that of a corporate CEO, with a management style that commands awe among American investigators. The feds believe Gallardo continues to acquire property and influence, shipping more dope into the U.S. than any other trafficker outside South America. Gallardo's uncountable wealth allows for sophisticated drug smuggling equipment, including a fleet of aircraft modified with high-tech radio equipment. His organization controls clandestine or government-protected landing sites across the country, with corrupt officials aiding their operations. Gallardo's greatest contribution to Mexico's drug alliance is his connection with the Colombian cocaine mafia, moving cocaine out of South America tons at a time. The DEA's effectiveness peaked from 1983 to 1985, with significant busts made with information provided by the DEA, but the dopers reacted violently. The kidnapping and murder of DEA agent Enrique Camarena was La Familia's most arrogant response to the stepped-up DEA investigations. Gallardo's main cocaine connection was arrested in Colombia, but he escaped after proffering a $1 million bribe, only to be rearrested in Honduras. Despite the arrests of other major players, Gallardo remains free, with Mexican officials pointing to their limited resources as a reason for their inability to capture him. Gallardo's influence is rumored to come from several sources, including possible connections to high state officials and significant figures in government and law enforcement. His ties with Mexico's financial community are particularly important, as dealing dope is almost secondary to laundering the money made from it. Gallardo's system of payments involves associates in executive positions at Guadalajara banks, arranging payments to coke suppliers in South America. Cashier's checks traceable to Gallardo's organization have been seized from traffickers in Colombia, Bolivia, and Switzerland, with money also located in Panama and Spain. Gallardo reportedly owns numerous properties, businesses, and investments, including hotels, ranches, airlines, and a trucking company. Despite the feds' efforts, Gallardo's organization continues to thrive, with sophisticated operations and a network of corrupt officials aiding their activities. The DEA's investigation into Gallardo remains open, but many believe the only way to capture him is for him to become a liability to his protectors. Gallardo is like a classic mafia boss, thriving on the power and respect he commands, with loyalty built only on money. Catch the full story of Miguel Angel Felix Gallardo, the man who evades capture and continues to run one of the most powerful drug empires in history. Stay tuned for more gripping tales.